one thing that doesn't change over time is great storytelling, right? Talk about how you can do great storytelling today, tomorrow, how it continues on and it never ends, right? And how does that play into the creative products that you bring to
Yeah, I
market?
mean, there's a famous, it's a Maya Angelou quote, people will forget what you said, people forget what you did, people will never make you forget how you made them feel. I say that a lot during that of my presentations too. Like when I have travel clients, I'll say, people will forget that crazy, the airplane ride with the three kids screaming, flight delays. They'll forget how much you spent on that resort. They'll remember those memories when they go back. If you had a good memory, that's what people will remember, forget everything else. So yeah, so great storytelling comes from experiences, right? And I think when you tell a great story, one of the biggest things I tell my team when I brainstorm with them or when I brief them is, listen, be like a capturer of stories. Like talk to your grandparents or your cousins or your neighbors, or don't just talk about, bogus stuff. Just talk about like what happened to them, or imagine experiences that happened to your aunt when she was young. All those stories can be manifested again creatively. Like some of the greatest stories and greatest spots you've seen, when I've talked to the creatives behind it, they've said, "Oh, you know what? That actually happened to my friend," or "I was at a bar and my friend told me the story and I put that into a spot. Now it's this famous national campaign, whether it's for Budweiser or for McDonald's." And I personally will tell you, I did a spot for Allstate exactly 10 years ago in 2014. And the spot was literally that happened to me as a child. And that made it into $1 million spot for Allstate. So you just don't know where the stories can come, and you can tap into your own past or something you've heard from friends or family. So, yeah, so storytelling is still a key part. I mean, it's still about, they talk about data, 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 AI, 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 AI. But the greatest stories that people remember is like, hey, wait a minute, I felt that, or I know that happened to somebody, or oh my, that made me smile, or that made me cry. So I think storytelling is still humankind's biggest asset, and that's what always comes across with great advertising.